There's a preacher who tells a story. He used to help in preschool, and some of the kids didn't catch on as fast as others did. And he says, I was on duty one day, and I sat most of the morning with a little fellow named Joshua, and Joshua was a very active little boy, and this morning he was very, very still and very, very focused because he was building a rocket ship out of toilet paper rolls and yogurt pots. And he built this magnificent rocket out of all of these things, and he had just finished it when it came time for the end of the school day and play school, and all the kids were packing up, and he packed up, but he had his rocket, and everybody went, and Joshua was left right there with his rocket. And finally his mom come flying in, and she was obviously very late from picking him up, and I don't know why she was delayed, but she was the last to arrive, and she just stood there so excited to see her. He was so excited to see her, and he held up his rocket to show her, and he said several times, Mommy, look at the rocket that I built. And she never gave his rocket a first glance or even a second glance. She just basically said to him, hurry up, Joshua, I'm in a hurry. And she started heading out the door. Stop dawdling, Joshua, get over here. And the preacher said, as I watched him leave, I saw his shoulder slump down, and I saw his rocket go down by his side. And he was just trailing it along, hanging limply there, and it no longer looked magnificent. It actually looked pretty worthless, which is just what Joshua felt, because all Joshua wanted was his mama to look at his rocket. The preacher said, maybe I saw myself in this room or in this mom, and it was a wake-up call for me, but I wanted to yell at her. I wanted to say to her, do you know how long it took him to build that rocket? You know he's never been this focused in all the days that I've been a teacher. He's never been this focused on anything. Do you have any idea that he built the rocket just for you? That's all. It wasn't for him. All you need to say was, Joshua, I see you. And that's fantastic. I got to tell you, there's a lot of things that I have not been able to accomplish in my life. But every now and then, my Father looks down, and through the presence of the Holy Spirit, He says, I see you. I see you. And the stuff that I raise up to Him is probably of no bigger value than that rocket out of toilet roll. Whatever I've done, no great value. But somehow He sees me and He said, oh, child, you did good. You ran real fast and you jumped real high. And your work has touched me. It seems like heaven sings for just a moment. You say, preacher, that's all your imagination. Yes, so let me imagine it. That's just your way to escape this world. Yes, let me escape for a moment and stand in the presence of my King, and I will not complain. I will not say that it's a bad place to be. I will tell you it is filled with the presence and the power of someone who is greater than you can imagine.